what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you were. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me see.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to take a shot. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his sixth touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes, throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, D.
Hey, Foxtrot.
53's Mike.
Hey, alert.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
180.
53. All you give up a
A first down throw for Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it. Now Mayfield lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief there when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You better bring. Hey, exit. You better bring.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Regular. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
It's just me and you.
Hey, alert 33.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Real.
Check 99.
Up. Hey, Haywood. Pistol.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Set. 180.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
Hey, Delta. Run, run, run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, wahoo. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Let's go, let's go.
1st down, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, but sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
We got 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Nice 7.
Hey, tighten down.
Hey.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this. These linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught by Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. 53. Mike.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Burton. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Pistol. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Mayfield with it once more. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And again, it's Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
Run. Hey, orbit.
15. Check Mike 15. I got it. Hey. Mike's 50.
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
13 yards on the play. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180.
Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Hey, alert. Hey, Echo. Hurry.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Mayfield keeps it himself. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Leads to 2nd and goal. The Chiefs 1-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Set. 180.
Check. 50.
Up, up.
Check. 53 at the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pistol.
Now Mayfield. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check Mike, check Mike. King.
Smooth. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
In your face.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
Good. 180.
Hey,
Regular.
hey, Mike's 50. So we got.
Hey, Charlie. Go, Mike 50.
Go. Mike's 50. I'm coming.
Hey, alert 33.
Here we go.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cohen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Mayfield now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Just like that. Just like that.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up in an offset eye. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Bust through the tackle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Rip left.
Pistol.
Mike 53.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
All day, dog. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Right touch.
They'll try to punch it into Davis, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow. I'm going, Eddie. They call it over. Keep it up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Run.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield being chased down left, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert, 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 alert. 15, 15.
And the blitz does come. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I can't believe it. Let's go, let's go.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
King. 53. Hey, exit. Mike.
2nd and 1. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darren Lee able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brings up third down and 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What's regular? Hey, Steve 6.
Let's go.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
6 man. Check girls. Real. Hey, Delta.
53.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
It's 3rd and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, nice 7. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Hey, alert.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Alert.
Mike 50. Hey, defense, black guard.
Go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Up.
That's what I do. Hey. 50 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Bravo.
Mayfield to throw. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
King.
44, Mike, 44. I'm coming.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
I don't need to. There's no rule, lady. They're not ready.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Kansas City, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12.